Alright, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and everything in between. Let's see, here we are again. It is July 19th, 2011, and this is voice practice number 24. Wow, who doesn't know these things? So, wow, this has certainly developed a long ways. We've got a long way to go, but we'll get there. So, let's see. We have another video tonight. I'm trying to, as I do these videos, I'm trying to also not just work on the pitch and just talking from the head. I'm trying to also, if I can, incorporate a bit of, how would I say, like, feminine, speech patterns. So you try to get that little inflection at the end, and then mix up the speed of the words. And also talk with my hands more. Like, I used to do that more in the past, but I kind of stopped doing that. I want to develop that again. But, so if my voice sounds choppy tonight, that's why. Because I'm kind of doing some, thinking too much about it, because I'm trying to develop some habits and patterns and things like that. Okay, anyway, I am Tanya, and here we are. Voice practice 24, Sun Tzu's Year More. And, God, this is another day here. So, long day at work, but here we are again, at the tail end of the day, and it's time for another one of my super videos. So, let's see, as always, the point of this is just to, make a little fool of myself, and, just keep practicing, and, we'll get there. So, let's see, I am still in chapter 6, weak points and strong, and, we just finished, we're right at line verse 26, and we'll easily finish the, chapter 6 today, and, chapter 7 perhaps, and, we'll get there. So, it's a long road. I still feel like I have a long way to go, but you know what? I got a long time to work, so that's alright. Still gotta get the hair longer and all this taken care of. I know you can see the little bit of facial hair. Whatever. I don't give a damn. So it'll get there. It'll zap that. We'll get that. Don't get rid of that. Anyway, yeah, this is just one part of a whole long process, as you might imagine. So we'll get there. Hope to go full-time next spring sometime. We'll find out. But long road, but we'll get there when we get there, and thanks for joining me on this ride. Well, whoever's watching, but whatever. I'm probably doing this for myself, just to try to document it, encourage myself, and I have got motivation to keep doing these, keep practicing by going back and watching some of my own older videos, just because I can see how it's gone, and I still feel I have a very long way to go, but I can tell I've made some progress, so that's good. And I figure I might have to do 100 videos before I really get where I want to be, but like I've always said, it's a long road, and we'll just walk it. Okay, so alright, line 26, verse 6, or chapter 26, verse 26. Okay, let's see. No, it's a little too, that's not a very good, that wasn't a very good, that wasn't like, ooh, that was a satisfying drink. That was more like, oh God. It's like a sexy thing. Like, yeah, it's probably not the right thing for this. Okay, again, I'm here to make a full lesson, so, it's alright. Okay, so, let's see. I'm gonna do the voice pitch. That's not it. Okay, no, we don't want that. Hello, 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 Just stretching things out a bit. Hello, 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 hello. Let's see, let's aim for A sharp. Hello, 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 hello. Hello, how are you? 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 26. How victory may be produced from 26. How victory may be produced for them out of the enemy's own tactics. That is what the multitude cannot comprehend. 27. 27. All men can see the tactics where I conquer, but what none can see is the strategy of which victory is evolved. But what none can see is the strategy of which victory is evolved. I.e., everybody who can see superficially how battle is won, what they cannot see is a long series of plans and combinations which has preceded the battle. 28. Do not repeat the tactics which have gained you one victory, but let your methods be regulated by the infinite variety of circumstances. As Sun Tzu safely remarks, there is but one root, principle underlying victory, but the tactics which lead up to it are infinite in number. With this compared Colonel Henderson, the rules and strategy are few and simple. They may be learned in a week, they may be taught by familiar illustrations or a dozen diagrams, but such knowledge will no more teach a man to lead an army like Napoleon the knowledge of grammar will teach him to write like Gibbon. 29. But 29. Military, 29. Military tactics are like unto water, for water in its natural course runs away from high places and hastens downward. 30. So in war, the way is to avoid what is strong and to strike at what is weak. 30. Like water, taking the line of least resistance. Taking the line of least resistance. 31. Water shapes its course according to the nature of the ground over which it flows. The soldier works out his victory in relation to the foe from where he is facing. 32. Therefore, as water retains no constant shape, so in warfare there are no constant conditions. He who can modify his tactics in relation to his opponent and thereby succeed in winning may be called a heaven-born captain. Ooh, I like that phrase. May be called a heaven-born captain. Ooh. I'm going to calibrate that just for that phrase. I love that phrase. Hey, heaven-born captain. The 5 elements: water, fire, wood, metal, earth. An old chemistry teacher might want to have a word with them about that. Mr. Hepburn, if you're watching, I'm pretty sure there's more than 5 elements. Yeah. Okay, the 5 elements: water, fire, wood, metal, and earth. Oh God. I'm not going to be able to get past that. Are not equally predominant. That, as Sun Tzu says, they predominate alternately. The 4 seasons make way for each other in turn. Literally, have no invariable seat. There are short days and long. The moon has periods of waning and waxing. Cf. SS 6. The purport of this passage is simply to illustrate the want of fixity in war by the changes constantly taking place in nature. The comparison is not very happy, however, because the regularity of the phenomenon which Sun Tzu mentions is by no means parallel in war. One seek. Okay. Guess it's got 5 minutes. Okay. 7. Maneuvering. Maneuvering. Yeah. What Sun Tzu said: in war, the general receives his commands from the sovereign. Having collected an army and concentrated his forces, he must blend and harmonize the different elements, therefore, before pitching his camp. Pitching his camp. Pitch. Yeah. Cheng Yu says, the establishment of harmony and confidence between the higher and lower ranks before venturing into the field. And he quotes a saying of Sun Tzu: without harmony in the state, no military expedition can be taken. Without harmony in the army, no battle can be formed. In an historical romance, Sun Tzu is represented as saying to Wu Yan, As a general note, those who are waging war should get rid of all domestic troubles before proceeding to attack the external foe. 3. After that comes tactical maneuvering, than which there is no more difficult. I have departed slightly from the traditional interpretations of Tiao, who says, from the time of receiving the sovereign's instructions until our encampment over the enemy, the tactics to be pursued are most difficult. It seems to me that the tactics or maneuvers can hardly be said to begin until the army sallied forth, and encamped, and Chen Hao's note gives color to his view. For levying, concentrating, harmonizing, and entrenching an army, there are plenty of old rules which serve. The real difficulty comes when we engage in tactical operations. Tumo also observes that the great difficulty is to be beforehand with the enemy is seizing favorable position. Seizing favorable position. The difficulty of tactical maneuvering consists in turning the devious to the direct and the misfortune into gain. Yeah, I'm definitely kind of overemphasizing the. I try to end the sentence with like a little bit high note, and trying to stretch out the words a bit, and I'm trying to alternate speeds as I go. And I know it's very choppy right now, I think, but whatever. First, I want to get the thing. I want to try to get sort of pattern down, maybe, but still, I have to consciously think about what I'm doing, and then eventually I'll get to the point where it just sort of all flows naturally like a river. Or like Sun Tzu, like the river, mighty river washing down its course, or something. Okay. Okay. This sentence contains one of those highly condensed and somewhat enigmatical expressions. Enigmatical? Is that proper English? I don't know. Expression Sun Tzu is so fond. This is how to explain. It is explained by Tiao. Make it appear that you are a long way off, then cover the distance rapidly and arrive on the scene before your opponent. Tumo says, hoodwink the enemy, so that he may be remiss and leisurely while you are dashing along with utmost speed. Utmost speed gives a slightly different turn, although you may have difficult ground to traverse and natural obstacles to encounter. This is a drawback which can be turned into actual advantage by a celerity of movement. Signal examples of this saying are afforded by the two famous passages along the Alps, that of Hannibal, which laid Italy at its mercy, and that of Napoleon 2,000 years later, which resulted in the great victory of Marengo. It's not too bad, actually. Alright, that should do it for tonight. I think we're reaching our 15-minute time limit. I really wish I could do longer videos than this. Maybe I'll have to start posting 2 practices for one night. We'll see. Anyway, okay. So, as always, text from Project Gutenberg, your source of all ancient copyright works. I'm Tanya. Keep practicing. We'll get there. It's a long road. We'll walk it together. And keep practicing. And good night and good luck.